This actually does discuss about the mechanics of stacks. So stacks, they prefer it as a LIFO, but the thing about the main mechanics about a stack, we gonna actually discuss, which is the first thing is actually it does this the last in first out. That means the if we actually zoom in, is that if the last element that we actually insert is actually 3, right? And then when you actually first to remove the value, the first one will be also be 3, and followed by second, and followed by 1. I mean the 1 is actually the last one, the very first one to actually go in, but it's actually the last one to actually go out. So that actually does actually discuss the mechanics, the micro mechanics of a stack, which is last in first out. And what is so different about this is that I mean there's a very common one that we call an array, and as opposed to stack, I think array is just a normal boxes of like items. So I think for array, when you actually want to actually append, which is what you call the add function, or you try to actually remove element, I think the peak time of all operation is usually n, where you actually state down because for this one, I think you do actually state down the element that you actually want to remove. So say you want to remove the 4, the letter number 4 over here, right? So you actually do a 4, and then for this operation is like a big O of n, as opposed to stack. I think if you say your 4 is over here, and then what you do is actually you do a pop, you actually only can remove the element that is only the very last element. But for array, you can remove element from any side of part of the element of the array itself. So if you were to see for 2 is that peak O of 1, yeah sure, but you only can remove element from a very specific location. But for 1, although it's a big O of n, but you can remove any part of the element itself. You can remove the center one, you can remove the front one, you also can remove the back one. So both have its own pros and cons, if I were to actually say. And I'm not too sure that if the one is like the right way that I actually explained. I do actually need to actually further explore towards one, to be able to actually re-clarify with things. So with that, I think the main part about talking about stack is that you talk about the micro mechanics of like having the last in first out mechanic, and you can actually use that into different sort of like problem statement that you actually gonna face, such as the leak code, having the car fleet, the daily temperature question, and so on and so forth. So with that said, everything comes to an end.